What's good, everybody? Welcome to Trendsetter Crypto TV. I'm your gracious host, Solo. And man,
What's good, everybody?
hold on a
Welcome to
second.
Trendsetter
It's
Crypto
been a
TV.
minute. I apologize. I shouldn't have left you without a video to step to. Hold on, let me fix my internet. Okay. So let me know in the chat if you can hear me better. And before we begin, this is going to be a very interesting video where we're going to talk about a lot of different things that are very important, right? I want to say shout out to the Patreon gang. Make sure to get plugged in because that's where I'm very active with the crypto content, along with just regular commentary for my OGs that are into that. Okay, so make sure to tune in to the Patreon, www.patreon.com/solotv84. That's www.patreon.com/solotv84 for the latest commentary on crypto, my thoughts on fundamentals as well. And you know what, guys? Anytime, because you guys know I'm more of a fundamentalist, right? Meaning that I gauge crypto more on the day-to-day news as well as the utility of cryptocurrency regarding usage, usability, adoptability, and so forth, right? However, I cannot, I got to salute all my brethren who do technical analysis. Shout out to y'all because when the TA guys get excited, that means that it's time for us fundamental guys to get excited. Now, Bitcoin has been hovering around this 30,000 mark now for a couple weeks now, which is good. The fear to greed index has dropped. It was at 61 yesterday. It's at a 56 today. Remember, you guys know this is not financial advice. This is my motto. When people get fearful, it's time to get greedy, right? When people get greedy, it's time to it's time to take profits, right? That's the saying that I like to say. And shout out to everybody in the chat. I see you guys. Salute to y'all. I know I haven't done a live stream here in a minute. Shout out to let me shout the people out. Corey Robinson, I see you. What's going on, bro? What's going on? Elafani Don? Oh, you must be Nigerian. Shout out to all my Nigerians, man. You already know I love my Nigerians, bro. Facts. Know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I mean? Somebody lead me to a Nigerian Christian woman, though. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know where she at, let me know. You feel me? Shout out to Daniel, bro. What's going on? God bless you, brother. Okay. So, guys, today I'm gonna do a quick video. And yeah, shout out to UK in the house. Okay. What's up, Billy Shears? Shout out to the UK in the house. Now, guys, you guys know I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I've been very bearish. Remember, we started the year off hot, right? We start the year off with WikiCat going on a crazy run, Digimon Rabbit, BNB Tiger. So the first 3 months in crypto were fun for me. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun, right? When you get into these little meme coins, they're going up 1,000%, 500%, etc. Right? But since March, it's kind of been hit or miss, depending on who you talk to. Now, for those who got into Pepe, salute to you guys. You know, I didn't get into Pepe. I don't have any hate for Pepe. I just thought that when Pepe was at $160 million market cap, I just thought it was done. And then it did another 10x, right? So if you got Pepe back at $160 million market cap or even afterwards, you might want to hold on to that, okay? Now, guys, really quickly, there's a lot of bullish sentiment, and I want to keep it realistic, of course, but we got to talk about some of this, okay? Because there's a lot of these pseudo influencers that are coming out on Twitter, YouTube, and stuff like that, right? When they start talking about 42,000 Bitcoin by April of 2024, right? You know what? I said this on Telegram. So basically, this guy says you can see here a huge amount of action at the 45,000 price level. that'll be December of 2023, right? So this is what I'm thinking. I'm just going to be honest with you, Billy, and Master Tactics. I think that we can certainly hit 40 to 50,000 by the end of this year. And next year, and by the way, this is not financial advice. This is just me having fun, right? Next year, I see us hitting 50 to 90,000. 2025, I see us hitting 80 to 100K. 2026, I see us topping up at about 120, right? But yeah, exactly. A lot of the action will take place after the halving. And so right now, if you think about it, we technically have about, anywhere from 9 to 11 months, right? Depending on how you do the math, right? And so this is the point where now not financial advice, but now is the time when the prices were at the bottom last month, when all that FUD was happening. That's when you should have gone ham with the dollar cost averaging, right? Because right now, where we're set up to do a mini rally from July on out till September. Now, shout out to all my prophetic intel and voices, but I've heard a lot about September. Let me know in the chat. Have y'all heard something about? A lot of people are talking about September. So possibly September could be the top. I don't know. But the reality is this. I do know this. It's better to be prepared than to not be prepared, right? It's better to be prepared than not to be prepared. So guys, let's take some looks at this before we get into the BlackRock situation. This is the stuff now that I'm seeing on the news, and this is why I got to come out and I got to speak to y'all, because I hear one expert is talking about 165 BTC by November. Now another person's talking about 125 by the end of next year. Now, see, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I think that I'm crazy for telling you that next year we could see a 50 to 90K BTC, right? Let's look at the prediction table here for a second. And by the way, this is all done with analytics by Changely.com. They are they're in like a decentralized app for those who haven't used it, right? But let me read this these comments, bro. Don says this is the best time to invite someone into the cryptocurrency space. You know what, Don? They don't want to. You know what, bro? I got to keep it real with you, bro. You know what? At this point, I don't even bother anymore because of the fact that you will get people. You can break these people down with logic on crypto and stuff, but then it always reverts to the ignorant stuff. Well, your crypto finna go up. How come you ain't got the Bentley coupe? Where your Bugatti at? So I don't even want to listen, bro. Because those same people, I remember crypto in 2017, people thought it was a fad, right? And then people were just talking sideways. Then 2021 came, those same people that were talking like that, all of a sudden they asking for advice. And now those same people, they don't even care about crypto no more. You ask them about it, they sold, or they just like, yeah, I got it somewhere in a corner, and the problem is for a lot of the people that came in when Dogecoin started its run up at the end of 2020 and of course 2021, a lot of those people either they sold or they didn't, dollar cost average. So like they got a little bag, but it's not. They could have had like a bigger bag if they just would have continued buying, right? So let's take a look at this right here. So this is predicting that by the end of the month, we'll be at 33,000. Once again, this is Changely.com. This is a public website, guys. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me put this in the chat for you guys. Yes, sir. Long-term hodling. That's what we do. We're not here for the short term. We're here for the long haul. Yes, we are. Okay. So then at the end of August, it predicts 34,000. If you look at the maximum price it expects this year is about 40K. Average price is 37. That's very realistic. Then you look at 2024. You see an increase in the price, right? Why? Because of the Bitcoin halving. And we've spoken about the Bitcoin halving before. For those that don't know, right? Every 4 years, Bitcoin goes through the cycle of halving, where the rewards for Bitcoin mining is basically cut in half. And by the halving reduces the rate at which new coins are created, because you got to remember there's a cap on Bitcoin. What that means? Only 21 million Bitcoins can be minted, right? And so the closer we get to that 21 million, the less Bitcoins are going to be produced. Therefore, you're going to have a higher level of scarcity. And this is where BlackRock comes in. This is where all the big money is going to come in, right? Because the next bull run, y'all going to see, it's going to be these big boys coming in. They're going to inject trillions into the whole crypto market. And it's really where you're going to start seeing big money coming into the space, right? All right, let's continue. Now, a lot of people think 2025 is going to be popping, but 2025, they got the minimum price at 79K, and then at 81K, that's the average, and then 88K. Now, 2026, this is where the real fun happens. This is where we get jiggy with it, okay? 115,000 minimum Bitcoin price, 119,000 average Bitcoin price, and 140 the maximum price. Let's go a bit further. 2030, nearly $500,000 minimum Bitcoin price, $500,000, a little over $500,000 average price, and 600,000. Now you guys got to wonder, if you're just getting into crypto right now in 2023, you're still early. You are very early. You showing up for a pregnancy, and you showing up at the 4th or 5th month. You super duper early, right? Because what we're gonna you gotta wonder, from 2023 to 2030, where we're 30,000, right? And then they're predicting by 2030 500,000. What are gonna be the drivers or the factors that are gonna get us there, right? And we can all predict, we can all speculate. That is cool. You guys know I like talking about concepts like that, right? But I think that this is a time now, if you're in the crypto space, like, you're going to complain about Bitcoin being 30, 35,000. You're complaining now. But 7 years from now, you're going to be like, man, I remember when Bitcoin is, over, I think it'll be at 250,000 by then. I don't know about 500,000. But people are going to be like, yo, I could have bought it back then, bought some sats or a small piece, but I didn't. So now we have a forecast that, like I said, there was one forecast. I talked about it on Patreon, where a guy predicted 165 by before the end of the year. This is predicting 125 by the end of 2024. You guys in the chat, you let me know what you predict. So crypto service provider Matrix Port, one of the few firms to turn bullish on Bitcoin last year, now expects the leading cryptocurrency to rally as high as $125,000 by the end of 2024. The forecast is based on data that show a multi-month bull market comprising a meteoric surge in market value unfolds once prices confirm the end of a bear market, which they do by setting a 12-month high for the first time in at least a year. That sign was triggered last month after prices topped 31,000, the highest since June 2022. Previous signals occurred in August 2012, December 2015, May 2019, and August 2020, with prices rallying in the following years. Okay, let's see what's going on. Chat, y'all still with me? Chat got really quiet. Master Tactics says 125K BTC will make Shiba Inu go to a penny. Oh yes, of course. Yes, brother. Yes. If BTC is 125K, yeah, Shiba definitely should be a penny. Now imagine when BTC goes to that 500,000, then Shiba's got to be $1, right? Or at least, okay, let's not get too excited. Or at least 25 cents. How about that? 25. Well, it also depends on what they do with Shibarium, right? Because Shibarium Beta has been very underwhelming. But Shibarium Alpha, that's where we expect a lot of these miracle prices to happen, right? So what do I mean by that? So when Shibarium Alpha comes out, it's going to burn a lot of SHIB. And by taking those tokens out of the circulating supply, it's going to allow the price of Shiba then to go up, which, you know, we all want. And by the way, guys, I'm still holding Shiba. That's definitely, you know, mandatory for me, of course. But then here you have target dates, right? And then it's very interesting. If you look at the end of this year, they're expecting Bitcoin to be 60,000 by the end of this year. So that is, what does that mean? So now is the time to really prepare and be focused. You know, if you don't have a lot of money, once again, not financial advice, dollar cost average, you know, and make sure you put it in a Ledger or Descent wallet or Trezor. You always want to use a cold storage wallet. That's something I've been preaching, right? You put in a cold storage wallet, voila, forget about it. And then, you know, 3, 4, 5 years from now, you wake up a millionaire. How about that? Okay. All right. So when we look at all these numbers and these charts and analytics, it's very important to remember that at this point, everybody's financial situation is different, right? So what do I mean by that? So you want to have an exit strategy that'll benefit you, and make sure that the prices are based in realistic you know, prices. You can also have, you know, what I like to call the moon bag prices. And when you have those type of prices, then, you know, you got different plans for different scenarios. So you have a plan. If Bitcoin suddenly goes up crazy, you have a plan for that. If Bitcoin, let's say a black swan event happens, you know, we get hit by EMP or something like that, okay? You have a plan for that. So you have a plan for any situation. It's kind of like Batman when he has the Justice League contingency plan. For those of you who've seen the Batman anime, he's got a plan where if the Justice League were ever to go rogue, like Superman, the Flash, Wonder Woman, he's got a plan where he can deal with that, okay? So I'm not saying be like Batman, but what I'm saying is you got to have a plan for different scenarios, right? If Bitcoin, let's say Bitcoin goes to 15,000, God forbid, tomorrow, do you have a plan? Do you have a plan if Ethereum flash crashes to 0? I hope you have a plan, because you might want to get some ETH, right? Do you have a plan if we suddenly we go from 30,000 to 40,000 in one day? I mean, we've done that before. Remember, we were at like 30,000 back in 2021. We went to 37, right? So you have to have a strategy for any type of situation, okay? And once again, this is why it's important to you know, be aware of your situation. Now, guys, let's talk about BlackRock really quickly. BlackRock is the largest asset manager in the world. We're talking $9 trillion, okay? What that mean? What that means is they handle other people's money, and how BlackRock makes their profits, master tactics, is through their fees. This is how Binance makes money, Coinbase makes money, and yes, BlackRock makes money by what? Charging people fees, transaction fees. Now, here's the thing. If you're watching this video right now, you're smart. Why? Because you don't need no BlackRock. You cut out the middleman, which we've been trying to do in crypto, right? By cutting out the middleman, you don't got to pay additional fees, right? Because we're already paying fees when we transact with these cryptos. Like, for example, you use Uniswap and things of that sort, okay? But let's hear what the BlackRock Larry Fink got to say. He's the CEO, because he was talking greasy about crypto a couple years ago. Let's hear what he got to say now. You feel me? Hold on one second. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Here we go.
And also, I do believe the role of crypto is it's digitizing gold in many ways. Instead of investing in gold as a hedge against inflation, a hedge against the onerous problems of any one country, or the devaluation of your currency, whatever country you're in. Let's be clear. Bitcoin is an international asset. It's not based on any one currency. And so it can represent an asset that people can play as an alternative. I would call the foundation of BlackRock is about hope. You invest for retirement.
Okay, guys. Now don't believe what this guy says. He talking about hope. This man, I don't know if he's evil or not, but he's cool with people like this. You feel? I'm just being real. Listen, I got to keep it real with y'all. Yeah, I mean, when these rich people get on the YouTube and the interweaves and start talking about we're a company of hope and love and peace. Come on, guys. I know y'all smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? This dude was calling crypto garbage a couple years ago, and now he's here talking about it's digital gold and we're here to give you hope. And man, listen, man, if you don't get come on, man.
Because you believe tomorrow is better than today. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is it's digitizing gold in many ways. Instead of investing in gold as a hedge.
You hear that? It's digitalizing gold. So what that means, if you got XRP and Shiba Inu and ADA, like I said, man, listen, we're here so early. A lot of you people don't understand. Like y'all in the chat, you got to realize I'm talking to future millionaires and billionaires in the chat right now. As long as you don't sell too early, I'm just being honest. A lot of y'all are super duper early to the party. It's kind of like when you show up early to the party, right? And you're waiting for that one girl to come in, that's your crush. Well, bro, you're in so early. We're so early at the party, the pretty girls ain't even walked in yet. That's facts. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of people don't realize, bro, we are early. So the reality is the next bull run is going to be fun. And then we're going to have fun with this in 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030. It's going to be a fun thing, you know? Now there's going to be, obviously, there's going to be also a lot of not fun moments, let's be honest, but you know, it's going to be very interesting. Imagine telling your grandkids, yeah, I used to buy XRP when it was 50 cents. And then XRP is $10,000, bro. Like it's like you're going to be a legend in your family. You're going to be the one that'll broke like the generational curse of your family being broke. You're going to be that one. Like you're going to be the one, like when your family talks about you, your name is going to be up there. You know, Grandpa Smith or Grandma Johnson. She's the one that really did it. You know what I'm saying? Now we're also talking about the fact that you know, BlackRock signed up for an ETF, which is an exchange traded funds, right? And I do think that BlackRock, if they don't get approved later this year, it'll be sometime next year. And what that's going to do then is it's going to bring in a lot of big money. And that'll be one of the first steps. Okay, that'll be one of the very first steps that we need to do, which is very exciting. Let me take a look in the chat. Don says, what is Shibarium A all about? Shibarium Alpha all about? Bone token, I think, will be used for gas in Shibarium ecosystem. Yeah, and you know what, Don, I've broken that down in the past where I've done deep dives on Shibarium. They're still on my channel. But Shibarium Alpha is going to be like the final version of Shibarium Beta. I've checked out Shibarium Beta. I'm honestly, I'm not, you know, but I'm not a cryptographer. I'm a programmer, so I'm not really that, you know, knowledgeable. But from the things that I've heard and things like that, it's been underwhelming to say the least. Master Tactics says most people will not invest in XRP at 50 cents. Most people will want to invest when XRP reaches 25,000 when it's already too late. Yeah, it's going to be crazy because, but see, Master Tactics, this is how crypto works. Unfortunately, I got to keep it real. People don't care about crypto when Bitcoin and these altcoins are down. Nobody cares, right? Remember when the bull market happened in 2021? And you saw people talk about crypto that you never really would have heard talk about it, then everybody was interested. Now those same people, Master Tactics, if you were to talk to them, they don't want to hear it. they're like, nah, that was a scam, blah, blah. They don't want to hear it. They've hardened their hearts. You feel me? When it was time to make this money, time to get these profits, everybody wants to hear it then because it's the bull market. Everybody was doing well. You could put money in almost anything, right? But now when it's time to strategize and be in the trenches in the bear market, and now it's time to have a plan so that way the next bull run happens, you can cash out and be a millionaire. Now nobody want to hear about this. Nobody want to talk about, nobody want to hear about that waiting. Nobody want to be patient. Nobody wants to hear about that. You know? So the reality is the most important part is that, you have a plan, that you adhere to it. And yeah, it gets hard, but just remember, you're not the only one here. You know what I mean? I'm right there with you. Trust me on that. You feel me? I've talked about crypto for 6 years, but the last 2.5 years, I've really, really focused on that more than anything. There's one of the reasons why, like I said, there's certain topics I don't talk about anymore. There's certain topics that don't interest me. Because at the end of the day, if we're not talking about having generational wealth, being able to create our own infrastructure and power, then what are we talking about? This is what these millionaires talk about when I see them at these fancy restaurants. This is what the ballers are talking about. They're talking about generational wealth. They're talking about power, and they're talking about how they can change their communities. On the other side of YouTube, I've been there. All they talk about is how to get a girlfriend and how to get a pod and making women submit. What are we talking about? Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bruh. You level up, you ain't never gonna worry about submission again, my guy. In facts, you ain't never. Listen, you level up, you ain't never gonna worry again. You ain't never gonna worry about that submission talk again. I promise you. Is it 5,000? Yes. I see XRP doing those numbers within 10 years. Yes. That's going to be a cakewalk. XRP, matter of fact, I'm expecting XRP to hit 50K within 10 years. Yeah, so 25,000 is going to be a moonwalk. It's going to be easy. It's going to be easy. The question is, Don, do you have the patience to wait? 5-10 years. Do you have the patience for that? That's what you got to ask yourself. That's facts. So BlackRock, guys, is in the how to invest in XRP. Hey, Stevie, if you're on the Patreon, just DM me. I think you're on my Patreon. Just DM me, bro. I'll walk you through it. But here's the thing. BlackRock being part of the ETF, guys, this is amazing news. This is huge, right? Because now that we got the real institutions, we've been talking about this now for, on my side of YouTube for 6 years. But now that BlackRock is officially in the largest asset manager, it means a lot of money, is coming soon. Okay. Now, guys, let's be realistic. It's not going to all happen in 1 week, right? That's how we want it to happen. Oh, BlackRock says they're in. So now let the price pump. Things take time to develop. But right now, you know what this reminds me of right now? This reminds me of 2020, right? When people were sleeping in 2020, and then we had like a DeFi summer run, and the next thing you know, it was fall. Dogecoin was doing its thing, and then by the time people jumped on board, now next thing you know, we're in a full-blown bull run, right? And then of course Shiba Inu came forth, and Satama and things like that. Okay. So let's take a quick look. So BNB Lion, guys, real quick. BNB Lion is up 215%. That is a good thing to see, guys. As you guys know, I'm still BNB Lion, BNB Tiger. They've been doing their thing. Yeah, I'm still in Digimon Rabbit. I'm not gonna lie. I still got Digimon Rabbit. Still got Web 5. Still got WikiCat. Know what I mean? So this is good to see, guys. I do think that we're in the beginning stages here of a summer rally. I've been talking about that since winter, and then I don't know how high we'll go. Don't ask me that. I don't know how high we'll go, but I do think that let's say that we have a run up from now, anywhere from July to September. the best thing to do is to make sure that you have realistic price points for taking profits, and that you don't get too greedy, that you don't get caught up in the hype. You know what I mean? Because it's very easy to do. We know what it's like, guys. When you wake up, every day is green, and the price is at 80%, 100%, and it's every day like that for 2 or 3 weeks, right? We miss those days. I get it, but I think that it's very important to not get carried away, and of course that you have a plan. You know what I mean? You have a plan. Anyway, guys, any questions in the chat? Any questions? You know what I mean? Let's do some quick Q&A. But before I take questions, I'm gonna play this one more time because I think it's very, very important, because this is historical. Like, the fact that Bitcoin isn't at 80,000 right now, Bitcoin should be at 80,000 right now because of this news. This lets you know that there are forces behind the scenes. You know, y'all call them cabals, Luciferians, whatever, Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, right? But Bitcoin should be at 80,000. Off this news alone, Bitcoin should be up 200%. There's no reason why Bitcoin shouldn't be at 80,000 right now. When you have Larry Fink coming out, who's the leader of BlackRock, talking about it's digital gold, it's all of this. You know what I mean? And this is also shows you how diabolical these people are. Larry Fink, a couple years ago, was dissing Bitcoin. This guy was dissing Bitcoin, and now he's talking about, now he's talking about it's digital gold, it's this, and that lets you know how these rich people move, guys. That these people, they're very shisty. Let's keep it real. They're very shisty because they don't want you to make money. So they're going to tell you it's bad, it's evil, it's this and that. And the whole time while you selling, they buying behind the scenes, bruh. Trifling. But let me play this.
And also, I do believe the role of crypto is it's digitizing gold in many ways. Instead of investing in gold as a hedge against inflation, a hedge against the onerous problems of any one country, or the devaluation of your currency, whatever country you're in. Let's be clear. Bitcoin is an international asset. It's not based on any one currency. And so it can represent an asset that people can play as an alternative. I would call the foundation of BlackRock is about hope. You invest for retirement because you believe tomorrow is better than today. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is it's digitizing gold in many ways. Instead of
and here's the thing, and you bring up an excellent point, Bluff City Nerd. By the time most normies get it, by the time the average person gets it, it's gonna be too late. You feel me? And I'm gonna tell you guys right now what's gonna happen to some of you guys. I can see it, I can feel it. Some of you guys are gonna be so rich that the same people that you were talking about crypto about 2023, 2022, 2021, and so forth, those same people, they will know, yo, Bluff City Nerd, that guy used to talk about crypto all the time. Let me see what he's doing. So that they'll spy on you. First, they'll do it, social media. If they don't see nothing then all of a sudden they'll call you and try to be buddy with you. It's gonna happen. You watch, right? It's gonna happen. Some of you guys in the chat, that girl that will never look your way, all of a sudden she sees you pull up in that G-Wagon, that skirt. Now all of a sudden she playing with her hair and she's talking to you. She all up in your face saying, "Hey, Daniel, what are you doing? I got some supper. You want to come join me?" That girl never wanted to talk to you, but she saw you pull up. She knows you in crypto. So the best thing I say is this. This is advice that I'm giving you. Learn how to move in silence. You ain't got to listen. You ain't got to show you ain't got to show it. Like, I know you want to stunt. I know you want to flex. I get that, but that's not That's not what you should be doing, because you're going to attract the wrong type of attention, the wrong type of people. Real millionaires, billionaires, they move in silence. You see Elon Musk? Why? You don't see Elon Musk wear designer shirts. You don't. Elon Musk, he's known for rocking a black tee. Nothing wrong with that. Bill Gates used to walk down the street. People didn't recognize him. Why? Because he looked just like an everyday guy. You know, all that flashiness and jewels is going to get you stuck. Because there's a lot of wolves out there that are watching. There are a lot of people out there that are hungry. And there's going to be people that have become wealthy. They don't know how to act. Let's keep it real. There's going to be some of y'all don't know how to act. So as soon as you get this money, it's going to be like the prodigal son. Women, wine, and song. And that's not necessarily what it should be for. That's not the time. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't enjoy your wealth. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, just because you leveled up doesn't mean that you got to blow it. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. So yeah, guys. So this is the big news. And I'm once again, guys, make sure to join the Patreon if you want to get plugged in every single day. You know what I mean? I post crypto content multiple times per week. Just posted a deep dive on CBDCs and AI yesterday. So you guys want to make sure that you tuned in for that, because like I said, I post a lot of exclusive things on Patreon, some of the coins that I'm investing in and things of that nature, you know, and it also gives you access to the Telegram group that is not, you know, it's private, you know, Telegram group. But yeah, guys, any questions before I leave? If not, I'm gonna be out. DRB is about to shock the world. I hope so. I still got DRB. I ain't gonna lie. I did sell some, but I still got most of my bag. You know what I'm saying? Let's just being honest. Master Tactics says they want all the wealth, 100% for themselves. Your poverty is their joy because they can control you easier in poverty. Yes, they do. And the reality is that, you know, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna say something like this whole capitalist system that we have, this 9 to 5, is modern day slavery, man. It's modern day slavery, because think about it like this: they pay you enough money, but they don't give you enough money where you can really enjoy yourself. They give you enough money where you can barely get by. And then most of us, we got to work 2 jobs. So now your work to life balance is all messed up, because you're working anywhere from 12 to 16 hours a day. And then sometimes you work so much, you still don't have enough money to pay your bills. There was a time where you could have the husband go out, work 1 job, it would take care of the whole family. The wife didn't even have to work. Now you got to have the wife go out work too, because 1 income is just not enough. It's the reality of the matter, unfortunately. You know. Master Tactics says, disappear if you get super rich off of crypto. You will invite danger your way. People will be looking how to cash out on your hard work. People will sue you, set you up, and women will yell, yes, yes. Yeah. I had a conversation with a crypto millionaire. You know, you have to be very, you have to have discernment with the people that come into your life, because are they coming into your life for the right reasons, or they're just looking at you as a mark or lick? And there's some people that are very good at being con man or con women, because that's their whole life career. That's what they've been doing, right? And there's gonna be people that are gonna be like, well, Solo, I mean, I've been working hard. I should be able to buy a nice car. I'm not saying you can't do that, but just understand that when you flex and stunt, you're gonna invite a lot of people to look at you, and not necessarily everybody that is looking at you will be happy for you. You have to understand that there are a lot of people that are jealous out in this world and envious. And there's nothing more dangerous than a person who's jealous or envious and they have nothing to lose. Those are the most dangerous people in the world. People who are jealous or envious and they don't have anything, and so they're willing to do whatever it takes. Those are the type of people that, you got to be careful of. Definitely. Abe says, do you think it's safer or better to hold your DRB, BNB Tiger, or MetaMask. I have mine on Trust Wallet mainly, then the Cent Wallet. Yeah, the Cent Wallet is the safest. That's why I like the Cent Wallet, Abi. I don't know if it's Abe or Abi, but the Cent Wallet is the best for meme coins. Definitely, I always recommend the Cent Wallet. MetaMask, you guys know how I feel about MetaMask. I'm not a fan of MetaMask. You know, I don't know. Every time I've used MetaMask, my money or coins just mysteriously disappear, man. So I'm not, and I'm not hating on MetaMask. If you like MetaMask, go ahead, do what you do. But the Cent Wallet, Trust Wallet all the way for me. That's just me personally. You know, that's just me personally. Abe says, I hear Kevin Drake saying something about connecting the ledgers through MetaMask to protect meme coins. He also said H-bar was of the devil the other day. Is Kevin Drake the prophet? You know, H-bar is a good project. And look, listen. This whole thing about, you know, I remember years ago people were saying XRP was of the devil. So, you know, the only thing I can say about that is, you know, pray about it, obviously. But me personally, I think that, you know, if we're speaking from that type of perspective, I think that anything that God can use anything, you know what I'm saying? God can use anything. The stone that was rejected now has become the cornerstone. You feel me? So God can use anything, but we got to be wise and just realize that, yo, is this what God wants you to do? Is not. And I can't answer that for you, you know. The angel says, hi, that's why I stay to protect myself. I don't trust no one, and I practice that. Yeah, you know, the angel, and it's a smart thing to do. Because one thing I've learned in life, and I'm gonna be honest, when life is good, money is good, then you have friends. Everybody wants to be your friend, right? When there's you know, the wine is flowing and the music is playing, everybody wants to be your friend. Everybody wants to be around. But as soon as that stops, there's no more money for the music. There's no more wine and food pouring. Watch how fast those friends disappear. Watch how fast those people that you were, you know, going out to eat with and having fun with, watch how fast they disappear as soon as the money stops. And that's when you know who your real friends are. It's not, your real friends don't come around when times are good. Your real friends, they're the ones that hold you up when things are bad. And unfortunately, a lot of people, when things get bad, a lot of people have a transactional view of friendship, especially in America, unfortunately. A lot of people view friendships as, what can you do for me? You know, what can being associating with that person do for me? Can it help me out financially? Can it help me out with status or clout? A lot of friendships are transactional in America, unfortunately. You know, that's one of the reasons why, like I said, when I lived in Europe, you know, there were genuine, sincere friendships. It wasn't about superficial things or vanity. And unfortunately, if you live in a westernized world, there's a lot of people that they're only friends with you because of your money, you know. And I've seen this happen too. I remember this crypto millionaire I interviewed a few years ago, right? He was a very, you know, Nigerian guy. God bless him. Very blessed guy, but he was very humble, right? He would always pay for his friends to eat. He'd take his friends to Miami or Malta, you know, just beautiful, just having fun, right? But what happens, unfortunately, is then there's some of his friends that they took his kindness for weakness, and they wanted to, you know, him to spend more money. And next thing you know, his friends asking him for a Range Rover. You feel me? So you got to be careful, man, who you let in your circle. How do you feel about XLM solo? XLM is slept on. I think XLM, here's the thing. For people who are like, oh, XRP is too expensive, right? XLM, I think XLM's utility will be just as good as XRP's, and it's cheaper, right? Now, if there's going to be like a crash happening or flash crash, imagine getting XLM for like 2 cents or something. And even at this price, it's not bad because we're literally 10x down, 90% down from the all-time high, right? The all-time high is 92 cents. Now it's at 9.7 cents. So about 10x down roughly. So XLM is a very great project, very slept on. It's definitely a coin that I think that if should be top 5. If we're talking about, ISO 2022 protocol coins, it should definitely, after XRP, it should be number 2. Definitely. Let me read the comments again. Wars, yeah, Kevin Drake on Rumble, but still on YouTube as well. Okay. The Angel says, look at the Titanic, how friends sunk, all family and friends. Yeah, the Titanic. Now there's, conspiracies about that. I'm not going to get into all that, but there's a lot of rich people that died on the Titanic. Remember that, which I find interesting. DRB is Digimon Rabbit. Yes. XDC is one to watch as well. Yeah, you know what? XDC is one that I think that people are sleeping on too. And XDC is one of those coins that I think it's one day it's going to be easily it's going to be anywhere from $100 to $500. It's 3 cents right now, right? It's on the Zinfin network. So XDC is one that I definitely think that people should not sleep on either. And I've talked about XDC many times on YouTube and also on Patreon. It's one you can get on KuCoin. It's like XRP, but on steroids. It's already smart contract enabled. It's a dope coin. A lot of dope coins out there, guys. Definitely. Don't sleep on algo. Definitely. All right, guys. Well, I just want to say thank you for joining. I will definitely keep you updated this summer as the market continues to move and progress. This is now the time, guys, where I think that you want to definitely be paying attention to cryptocurrency, on a daily basis, or at least minimum every other day basis, because the market moves very, very fast. A month ago, they were trying to kill the space. Facts. Now we got BlackRock in the space. So things are moving exponentially fast. It may seem like it's slow, but with crypto, we know all it takes is just one day or 1 week. And then next thing you know, we're looking at a completely different market. So, But anyway, guys, God bless y'all. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. More to come, and I'm out. Peace.
Now now